What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bells so don't miss future videos. So I have no idea what happened with this YouTube editing error, so I'm redoing this video. It's kind of late, but I'm going to reveal to you what's inside my dividend portfolio with my dividend growth stocks. So I have a section with the ETFs and I have dividend growth stocks. So I'm going to show you my section that I have with the dividend growth stocks. I made some additions and I'm very happy with that because the income from the weekly pay ETFs will be buying these dividend growth stocks, and that's the goal. If you're new to this YouTube channel, again, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell so don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out my dividend growth stocks right now. So the long-term goal is obviously dividend growth always wins, and I'm going to tell you that straight up. I want raises, you want raises, everybody wants raises. So I use those weekly pay ETFs to buy dividend growth stocks. That's what the long-term goal is, because they're going to win in the long run. And I'm going to show you the stocks that I have in this right now. So got about $2,000. I had Apple in it. I got rid of it. Dividend growth is just not there, and there's just way better stocks. So the first one that I have is Taiwan Semiconductors. I have that at 3%. Broadcom, I have at 4%. Jackson Financial, I'm back in them. I'm at 3%. T-Mobile, they started a dividend. I added them. I think they're way better than Apple. I'm sorry, not Apple, but way better than Verizon and way better than AT&T. SCHW, I told you I like that with my dividend growth portfolio. That's one of my favorites, dividend growth stocks. And I'm back at it with Kroger. Kroger is one of my favorite dividend growth stocks. I have that at 4%. Now, the thing is, people say, well, why would I invest in Kroger? So many people like CVS still. Walgreens is a pharmaceutical company. Well, guess what? Kroger has a pharmacy inside of them, and they're a huge chain, like a huge store. I mean, they're always busy. I have Ares Management. Now, they do have a high payout ratio. Hopefully that'll change, but their dividend growth has been very good. Very solid. Capital One Financial, I'm a big fan of them. They have excellent customer service over the phone. Guess what? Somebody tried to take over $10,000 from me. They were very good with my Capital One cards. They were very good to responding to my cases. I won every single dollar back. They listened to my complaints. They were very responsive. They took action. And now I have a huge case going against somebody because I got money taken from me from my Capital One cards, and they were very helpful. So the experience I got from them is the reason why I bought them. And obviously, they're a very great company. Dividend growth is there, revenue's there. And remember, anytime you swipe your card, they make money. And I really love their cashback cards. So I'm a firm believer in Capital One Financial. COF is a symbol. And again, with the way they help me with somebody with a fraudulent activity, they were fantastic. Because this took months to win. They were responsive. They did a one heck of a job listening to my pleads and my cases and everything, and I got every single dollar back. So I'm very thankful with them helping me out. Aflac, love them. I told you I've owned them before. I'm going to rebuy them. It's just going to happen. Lowe's, beautiful dividend grower. They're always busy. They're always making money. I see them as a very powerful juggernaut. United Health Group, they're a huge insurance company. I mean, they do a heck of a job. I know that there was an assassination that happened, which is pretty messed up with the CEO. But overall, as a company, their revenue's done well. I actually have my insurance with United Health Group. They're not that bad of a company. I I believe in them. So yes, I know things are off the wazoo with money and stuff, with hospitals and care. That's out of my control, but everybody needs health insurance. Bank of Nova Scotia, this is a really good dividend grower. Honestly, the Canadian banks have done extremely well in the financial sector with dividend growth. So I did add them to that. Home Depot, that's a company that's always in demand. They're going to make money. They're going to hike their dividend. They've done it before. AFG, American Financial Group, I really like them as a dividend grower. I'm a fan of them. I put money in. Nike, again, I'm wearing Nike shoes right now. So I have Nike work shoes. I bought brand new Nike shoes for the Ohio State Texas game. You got Jordans, you got all these popular people wearing Nike. They're not going anywhere, and they are a good deal. I think it's time to invest in them. For me. Now again, you don't have to buy things because I buy things. I'm just telling you what I'm buying. Visa is another one. They are, again, anytime you swipe your card, they're making money. And they may add MasterCard. So I'm just telling you ahead of time, I may add those guys. Morgan Stanley is another one. I really like them as a dividend grower, and they usually hike their dividend. Starbucks is another one. They have a new CEO. They're rebranding. Everybody's always in line at Starbucks. I don't care who you are. And working as a travel nurse, do you know how many times nurses or travel nurses ordered Starbucks with DoorDash? I'm sorry, and it's pumpkin spice latte season. They're going to be making money. Okay? You're going to see the girls with the Uggs boots, Starbucks in their hand, and a North Face jacket. So that's what you're going to be seeing this fall and winter. It always happens. Microsoft's a very good dividend grower. How many times do you use Microsoft daily? Microsoft makes a lot of money. Wells Fargo, they have fixed their internal issues, it appears. They had some issues with their dividend. They are hiking their dividend, and it is looking very well. Pepsi, again, they have everything. I'm looking right here at my Quaker Oats. They have a lot of products that people buy daily, and they don't even realize that Pepsi owns them. So, and don't forget, it's football season, and there's going to be a lot of football parties. Of course, my Browns lost, but Fritos, I mean, think about all their products they have and their Pepsi products. JP Morgan, they're a juggernaut. They're not going anywhere. They definitely are in my dividend portfolio for a reason. Yum Brands, big company. I like them. Love the dividend growth on them. Mandela's International, that's another one. MDZ that I own. I just am a huge fan of them. I like their products. They do very well. Walmart, now Walmart's not the biggest dividend grower, but I can tell you Walmart is huge. Always busy. They're always making money. I know there's issues with theft. There's negative energy with them. But I'm going to tell you, I go to Walmart all the time to buy cheap workout shirts, cheap in-one basketball shorts. I use those to work out. And I think I got like $7 worth on it. So, when I'm late from the gym where I work out at, there's a Walmart right next to the store. I buy a huge thing of chicken, meal prep with that. Boom. So I am a very big fan of Walmart. I go in their store frequently, and again, the self checkouts make it very convenient. Tractor Supply, I mean, they have done very well. That is definitely in my dividend portfolio. And Hershey, who cannot forget Dots Pretzels? Okay, they have done very well over the years. The name speaks for itself. ADP is another one. So if you're checking some things with some businesses, they connect with that. ADP probably has your 401k. ADP is a huge company and businesses need them. So think about that. Darden restaurants, they have gotten huge. I can't say no to not not buying them. Same with McCormick. I love their seasonings. That one is one of my favorite dividend growth stocks. Dollar General, again, they're starting to get up there. They're a deal right now. I had to get them. Same with McDonald's. McDonald's is a deal. McDonald's is always busy. Bank of Montreal, Toronto, TD Toronto, Dominion. I may throw it in my other section. They're kind of high yielders, so I may throw those over there and add MasterCard over here. Coca-Cola, that's another one. Their products have done very well. Powerade, Coca-Cola products, they're just not as big as Pepsi. Procter & Gamble, that's another one. I probably need to change the percentage of it. Procter & Gamble is one of my favorite dividend growers. In State Street. So State Street, I'm going to probably increase a little bit. But the thing is, you know, I myself as a nurse practitioner, there's some very good pharmaceutical companies that are dividend growers. There's a lot of them. I just think it's good that I don't invest in pharmaceutical companies just because I work in healthcare. I really had to think about that. There's a physician I work with, and he was like anti-pharmaceutical companies for a reason. And it makes sense because we prescribe. I mean, I'm a nurse practitioner. I prescribe. Um, you know, a lot of the companies that's I prescribe, well, patients I prescribe meds, you know, their companies are affiliated with them, and I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole with pharmaceutical companies. You know, AbbVie's a really good one. Johnson and Johnson's a really good dividend grower. Did have them on before. Pfizer is actually a high yield dividend stock. Pfizer is pretty big. So, you know, those are some really good ones. Novo Nordisk, that's another really good one, is a dividend grower. AstraZeneca is starting to get up there as well as a dividend grower. I'm pretty sure they're semi-annual. So those are some that I'm going to mention. There's Becks and Dixon. That's another really good one. But I just don't want to be in that rabbit hole. Um, well, I'm not in cardiac. I considered Medtronic. So, I mean, if I was a specialty in Medtronic or something, I would, I definitely wouldn't invest in them, just conflict and stuff. And I work in healthcare. But Medtronic appears to be a pretty decent one. But I think Abbey, from what I've seen in the trends, ABBV is a very good dividend grower. Johnson & Johnson is okay, but I don't think it has the dividend growth firepower of AbbVie. So I wanted to bring those ones up as well. So with this, okay, I'm going to show you my portfolio from the outside. This is the inside. I'm going to show you the outside. So 55% of my dividend portfolio with my dividend growth section is, or I'll just say are dividend growth stocks. 45% are ETFs. And I'm going to eventually show you that section with the ETFs. I had to really think through that, be very thorough, but it took me a few months to think of a perfection. And I would say a good 5-6 months I knew eventually I had to sell my dividend growers and then rebuy them just because I need to turbocharge my dividend portfolio. And it was the right time to do that because dividend growth is always going to win. My net worth is going to increase with these dividend growers. A lot of them have done well against the S&P or kept in line with the S&P. So, and then I have a IRA on the side, and I have a growth portfolio, which is kind of like play money that hopefully once I start generating enough income that I can really start building up a growth side. I can diversify a little bit more, but I really need to turbocharge the dividend portfolio. And then we're going to go to the outside. So this is kind of like stuff that I throw in with the monthly dividend side, you know, money I put in every week with my the ETFs and everything. I just don't, it's so overpowered. There's no way I can get any money in that. So I have the income side, the NEOS and XPay, the REITs like I had before with the MicroStrategy branch offs, the high yield section, the energy section, the weekly payers. We're going to go over what I'm starting to buy, and the dividend growth section. So I will show you the ETF section another time. I just have to perfect a few more things with that. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. Take care and have a good one, and I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money, so be aware and do your due diligence. Go to a financial advisor for financial advice. Go to a tax advisor for tax advice, please. And please don't buy things because I buy things. Please do your due diligence when it comes to investing. You can lose money in the stock market. So, or investing in ETFs or anything. So please do your due diligence. Go to your financial advisor. You guys take care and have a great Monday.